Hello everyone, welcome to the video. So the first match of IPL 2025 has officially ended and it's the RCB who has beaten KKR quite comprehensively today. Surya, a very good day for RCB. Do let us know your thoughts as well on the match, overall thoughts.
It was pretty good. I guess that RCB will win the first match. It happened. I'm very happy. Kohli scored 50. Salt came into form. Patidar played well. Pandya played well. Esdayal with the ball and Hazelwood with the ball. It excellent, brilliant by the RCB team.
Yeah, coming back to you, Vishnu, your overall take on the game.
It was beautifully poised at the first 10 overs after KKR was at the stage KKR were batting. But then it was a brilliant comeback by RCB bowlers where Krunal came into in the middle overs. Krunal actually squeezed the runs and also he brought in the wickets as well. So and after that it was all RCB. They didn't look back after the 10 overs. It was a great comeback by RCB. Not many would have predicted RCB coming back in the first because they're slow starters into the season. They've been traditionally slow starters, but in this match they proved that they can come back. They have a good batting depth and the bowling depth to go with.
So KKR innings, we can quote that it was an innings of two halves. The first half was completely dominated by the KKR batters, but the second half it was all about RCB's comeback. In the last 5 overs, RCB had conceded just 29 runs, and I think that proved to be a boon for them in determining the winner of this game. Coming back to you, Ashish, आपका overall take is match पे and the positives for RCB to the second game of the tournament.
Hello everyone. Congratulations to all the RCB fans over here and big congratulations to RCB team as well. जिस तरह से उन्होंने परफॉर्म किया और अब पहले ही मैच में जिस तरह से मोमेंटम उन्होंने अपने तरफ मोड़ा है इस गेम से, तो बिल्कुल आरसीबी के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा पॉजिटिव इस गेम से नजर आएगा. सारे बल्लेबाज उनके टच में नजर आए, अपार्ट देवदत्त पडिक्कल जिनका शॉट वो आउट ऑफ द बाउंड्री नहीं गया, लेकिन सारे उनके बल्लेबाज अच्छे टच में नजर आए हैं. और केकेआर की तरफ से मैं जस्ट कहना चाहूंगा कि एक ऑफ डे उनके लिए कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरह से उनको स्टार्ट मिला था वो कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पाए. उनके मिडिल ऑर्डर के बल्लेबाज फिनिशर्स अच्छा नहीं कर पाए, इसलिए उनका ये टारगेट एक थोड़ा बिलो पार लगा मुझे. और आरसीबी ने एक बहुत अच्छा रन चेज यहाँ पे करके दिखाया, क्योंकि पिच भी इस तरह का ही था. कोई पिच में ऐसा टर्न हमें नजर नहीं आया या स्विंग हमें देखने को नहीं मिला बॉल से. तो बिल्कुल केकेआर के लिए एक ऑफ डे कह सकते हैं, और आरसीबी ने एक अच्छा खेल दिखाया आज के दिन में.
Uh, there is a point actually that I want to discuss with Ashish actually. So you said there was not swing and turn, but in RCB in the second half of KKR's batting innings, there was turn for even Liam Livingston. He was able to grip the ball in the wickets. I mean, even for Varun Chakravarti, he was brought in way early, so I think there was a bit of due there. He couldn't control it, but the lines that he bowled, he was very fuller to the even for Phil Salt. Phil Salt took down Varun Chakravarti. He didn't allow Varun Chakravarti to settle in even. So I think the length of Varun Chakravarti could be a bit back. I mean, he pulled his length back in the first over, things would have been different because Phil Salt was not a very good picker of the ball that turns away or that's coming in, because he took down Varun Chakravarti very easily because of the length that he bowled. He bowled very full.
And all three wickets
Yeah, limit
taken by
well.
Krunal Pandya are the
Yeah,
cutter balls. He bowled most of
ऐसे
the cutter balls.
कुणाल पांड्या
exactly.
ने जो भी विकेटें आज ली हैं, वो उन्होंने बिल्कुल एक टाइट लेंथ डाली है. कोई उन्होंने ऐसा
Right.
टर्न करा के बोल्ड नहीं किया, या उन्होंने कोई एयर में बीट नहीं किया बल्लेबाज को. आपने वेंकटेश अय्यर का देखा, उन्होंने एक बाउंसर उनको डाल दिया था. उसके
Yeah,
बाद
yeah,
उन्होंने एक
yeah.
अच्छी गुडलाइन डिलीवरी डाली और वो आगे का बॉल पीछे खेल गए. कोई इस तरह से वो बीट नहीं हुए थे, वो आगे का बॉल जस्ट उन्होंने पीछे खेला और बोल्ड हो गए. सेम विद रिंकू सिंह. तो मुझे इस तरह का विकेट, क्योंकि ये विकेट 200 रन का विकेट है, ये यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि केकेआर के अगर आंद्रे रसल चल गए होते या फिर वेंकटेश अय्यर थोड़ी देर खेल लेते, तो ये स्कोर बिल्कुल 200 के पार नजर आता. So just because of those crucial wickets from Kunal Pandya, this score was below par score. So आरसीबी के बैटर्स ने जिस तरह से विकेट का अच्छा यूज किया है, ये बहुत इजी गेम था. यहाँ पे पिच बहुत फ्लैट था.
In my POV, they are 30 to 40 run short. KKR. They should have scored with the start that they've got. They should have converted that start to 210 220 easily. But the setup of Krunal Pandya with that Venki Hayer's wicket was beautiful. Actually, he was not wearing helmet. He bowled a very
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
ball
Bouncer,
at bouncer.
yeah,
He immediately called in for a helmet. So he played mind games. He actually Krunal Pandya played mind games with Venki Iyer. So Venki Iyer got confused whether he's going to bowl again short or what is he going to do. So if you look at the dismissal delivery, he was nowhere. He didn't go back. He didn't come forward. He was very confused with the ball. That was a very good mind game that Krunal Pandya played, and he won against Venki Iyer.
बिल्कुल. कुणाल पांड्या है भी उसी तरह के. आप प्लेयर देखेंगे उनको कि बिल्कुल चढ़ के खेलते हैं. और पंड्या ब्रदर्स तो आपको पता ही है, उनके खून में क्रिकेट है और स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट क्रिकेट खेलते हैं दोनों भाई. तो बिल्कुल जिस तरह से उन्होंने आज आउट किया है दोनों रिंकू और लेफ्टी बल्लेबाज को, उन्होंने एक लेफ्ट आर्म ने बोल्ड किया है, तो वो एक अच्छी बात है. वो भी व्हाइट बॉल क्रिकेट में जनरली देखने को कम ही मिलता है.
I think that's a myth. Lefty bowling to lefty, I think that's a myth. That's overrated. Like anybody can get anybody if they are bowling their lengths and lines right. So yeah,
for me, like Josh Hazelwood and Krunal Pandya are the game changers.
we called it very early. Even in the pre-match show, we've discussed about how big an impact Josh Hazelwood will be having on the match. It proved very costly. He bowled very tight lines. He didn't give any width whatsoever. Even in the power play, he didn't give any width whatsoever. And even in the death, he bowled continuously shorter line deliveries to Harshit Rana, which made him uncomfortable. Josh Hazelwood is a very key member for RCB and throughout the season. And I also would
Yeah,
like to know about Nimish, like your thoughts on how KKR's innings progressed. Your thoughts, please.
in my opinion, Vishnu, I guess the wicket when Ajinkya Rahane got dismissed by Krunal Pandya, that was the major turning point because he was scoring at almost 200 strike rate, I guess. 200 के स्ट्राइक रेट से खेल रहा था वो आदमी. एंड एज आई सेड बिफोर प्री मैच ऑल्सो आई सेड, आई ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्म्ड यू that Rajat Patidar and Ajinkya Rahane, I'll be looking after these two players, these two captains, and they performed.
Both,
They performed their bit.
both performed well.
Actually,
Both performed well.
they performed their bit, and especially Rajat Patidar was typical wrist work. He was doing his wrist work and playing with the field setting also. Whenever the field is being set in the backside, he was trying to hit this side, offside. And anyways, in T20 that happens. अगर आप जल्दी खत्म करने के चक्कर में रहते हैं और उस कोशिश में आप आउट हो जाते हैं, and that's what happened right now. So, and yeah, and as I said, Ajinkya Rahane's wicket was a bit of a break in the momentum, and especially when and the thing which you mentioned about Venki Iyer's wicket, uh, that was a mind game, as you said. I especially noticed that thing also. He dropped the ball with a, I guess it was around 115 kilometers per hour speed, and suddenly he got confused, and he dropped the slower ball. And in that all those process, he got confused. Venki Iyer got confused, and he lost his wicket, and the momentum got fully shifted to RCB's bowling. And the kind of start they got, KKR got, I guess 220 was on board if if they continued batting. But kudos to RCB's bowling also. I first time I'm seeing like this, that RCB's bowling has changed the the match result right now.
Take on the new opening pair of RCB, Phil Salt and Virat Kohli. They were phenomenal today.
Yeah.
Phil Salt started at a brisk pace, and Virat Kohli too, often criticized for his strike rate in the T20Is, but he complimented him well too. Batted at a strike rate of 163, and more importantly, went unbeaten and took his side home with around 22 balls to spare. So they have chased down 177 with 22 balls to spare, and this suggests that it was a completely batting paradise as far as the Eden Gardens wicket is concerned. And KKR was definitely around 30-40 runs short, as Vishnu said. And coming, your take, Vishnu, on the new opening pair of RCB, and how did you notice him? How do you look at it?
They played pretty well. Actually, the way Phil Salt took on Varun Chakravarti in the fourth over, he literally played with the field that KKR had. KKR had mid off in the ring. He scored over at the long off. When he pulled long off back and he brought in mid on, he played over mid long on. So in and after that he brought in the square leg to short square leg, and he hit over square leg area. So he played completely with the bowler, and also Varun Chakravarti bowled pretty bad lines on that particular over. But overall concern, Salt and Kohli is going to be a blockbuster opening combination in this season, as we have already mentioned it in the SWOT analysis of RCB. Salt in RCB in Eden Garden, I mean, sorry, Eden Gardens and Chinnaswamy are pretty much the boundary lines are pretty similar. So Salt in T20s is a different player when compared to the form that he came in with from Champions Trophy. He's a totally different player. He's a beast in T20. So this combination is one to watch out for this particular IPL season.
And as we had discussed in the the curtain raiser, as Surya has had mentioned, that they have all the six right-handers in the top six, but Devdutt Padikkal's inclusion just meant that one left-hander was there too. So Devdutt Padikkal's inclusion in the team as number three batter, as impact player, Surya, how do you look at it? And do you think the team will be going forward with this move in the upcoming games as well?
I think they will give the bit more chances for the Padikkal in the upcoming matches. They will see him how he perform in the crucial matches and the upcoming matches. If he is not gonna perform, they will definitely remove him the squad.
I think Abhilash, they should.
He's a yeah.
Again, unpopular opinion. I'm not judging Virat Kohli's caliber. He's currently he's one of the best players. But anytime I'll vouch for him to come one down, and if I have to suggest, Devdutt Padikkal should open for RCB, and ideal position for Virat Kohli will be one down any day for me. And however good start he gives to RCB, I because मैं विराट कोहली को नंबर 3 का सबसे बोलते ना बादशाह प्लेयर कंसिडर करता हूँ in the cricket fraternity, because the stability that he provides if an early wicket goes down. And throughout the tournament, I guess Virat Kohli, he has to. I'm not questioning the team management's decision, but yeah, if he's doing well, he should continue. But if anyone has to come in opening, I'll vouch for Devdutt Padikkal and for Phil Salt without any question. And if Devdutt Padikkal does well, he should continue that position. Then the opening slot that I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Devdutt Padikkal was not successful for LSG at number 3, as we had seen in the previous season. And
Yeah.
his best season came as an opener for RCB alongside Virat in 2020. But looking at the opening combination of Phil Salt and Virat Kohli, I don't think in this season this is going to happen, because
No, I don't
the
think so.
start has been terrific too. Virat and Phil Salt
Exactly.
has given a terrific start, and as Surya mentioned, they scored 80 runs in the power play. That is the second highest for RCB, so a very very good job done by them. Ashish, आपका take on the new opening pair of RCB, and how you are looking forward to the inclusion of Devdutt Padikkal, and how many chances he has in hand until and unless he gets dropped from the team, as LSG did last season.
देखिए देवदत्त पडिक्कल कोई ऐसे नए प्लेयर तो है नहीं, और उनको ऐसा भी नहीं है कि पहला सीजन खेल रहे हैं। वो डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में ऑल अराउंड खेलते रहते हैं पूरे साल भर, और नेशनल टीम्स में भी इंक्लूजन उनका रहता है, इंडिया ए, इंडिया बी, सारे टूर्नामेंट्स में वो खेलते रहते हैं। तो ऐसा प्लेयर नहीं है जिसको हम एक मौका देके या फिर एक मैच उनके लिए कोई टेस्ट है कि आप कैसा खेलते हैं, आप अपना कैलिबर दिखाएं। वो एक बहुत अच्छे कैलिबर के प्लेयर हैं और टीम मैनेजमेंट उनको श्योरली उनको बैक करने वाला है फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम। उनको बहुत जल्दी कोई ड्रॉप नहीं करेगा इस टीम में से, और बिल्कुल वो कमबैक भी करेंगे। अच्छे प्लेयर हैं देवदत्त पडिक्कल, कोई नए प्लेयर नहीं है, और एक अच्छे खिलाड़ी हैं। जस्ट फॉर अ डे आज उनका दिन अच्छा नहीं था, या फिर बहुत ज्यादा बॉल भी नहीं खेले वो, इतना स्ट्रगल उनका दिखा भी नहीं है। वो बिल्कुल एक अटैकिंग सोच से वो खेल रहे थे और आउट हो गए, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। तो देवदत्त पडिक्कल के लिए तो मैं ये कहूंगा कि आरसीबी उनको बहुत बैक करने वाली है, और वो एक ऐसे प्लेयर हैं जो आगे आपको बहुत सारे मैचेस भी खेल के देंगे, और फ्यूचर में भी आपकी टीम के एक अच्छे प्रोस्पेक्ट हो सकते हैं देवदत्त पडिक्कल। तो उनके लिए टीम का कोई बैक करेगी टीम उनको।
I think Devdutt Padikkal will be playing in the team as long as RCB is winning. Problem comes when they start losing. As long as they're winning, it is all smooth sailing. Even this innings, like it is, he just faced 10 out of 10. It is a very big, easy chase for them. Kohli was at the other end. Phil Salt, the opening partnership was tremendous. When they start losing 2-3 games in a row, the strike rate that Devdutt Padikkal plays in will be accounted for, and only then they will be looking at his spot. They will be switching places. Until then, Devdutt Padikkal will be a surety in the playing 11 because they see him as an
Yeah,
anchor player with the aggressive style that the players are playing around him, like Phil Salt, Kohli at the top, Patidar, Liamston, Jitesh, Tim David to follow. Ideally would like to have Devdutt Padikkal as an anchor player, like how Kohli used to be in the T20 formats before. They are ideally looking at Devdutt Padikkal like to fill in those shoes.
yeah, and that gives Virat like the confidence and the freedom to make
Express
use of the power
himself.
play to
Yep.
maximize. Yeah, exactly, express himself in the power plays. Coming to one change that RCB made today, not a change, but the starting lineup. Rasak Salam was considered over Bhuvneshwar Kumar today. He has gone for 35 runs in 3 overs, scalping a wicket at an economy rate of 11.7. So, starting from you, Surya, how do you look at it? Bhuvneshwar Kumar, the experienced pro. Anyone would have had him in the playing 11 of RCB, starting 11. But his
I did,
exclusion in the first game, how do you look at it?
I did not guess that Bhuvaneshwar will be benched today. Like I thought the Bhuvaneshwar he is the main bowler for RCB, I think. But I did not. I don't know why Rajat Patija benched him today. But hope in the next matches Bhuvaneshwar will get a chance and he will make a best use of it. I think so.
Ashish, your take on that?
जी बिल्कुल, भुवनेश्वर को आज बाहर बिठाना बिल्कुल एक सरप्राइज था टीम के लिए और फैंस के लिए भी। लेकिन मैं ये जिस सोच के साथ शायद टीम मैनेजमेंट ने ये चेंज किया था वो ये था कि आप इनिशियल मैचेस में अपने जो नए प्लेयर्स आपने इंक्लूड किए टीम में उनको टेस्ट करना चाहेंगे। जबकि आपके पास जैसे आप अगर क्वालिफायर्स में एंटर करते हैं और क्रूशियल मैचेस आते हैं तो तब आप नहीं चाहते कि आप किसी यंगस्टर को एकदम से टीम में लाएं और जिसके ऊपर आप कॉन्फिडेंस ना हो। तो यहाँ से आप बिल्कुल राशिद सलाम के ऊपर इन्होंने उनको एक मैच दिया है इनिशियली टूर्नामेंट में कि आप दिखाएं अपना प्रदर्शन करके आप किस तरह के हैं। तो इस तरह से उनके ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस भी डेवलप होगा और भुवनेश्वर को कोई ऐसा प्लेयर है नहीं कि उनको आप देखना चाहेंगे, वो आपके लिए रेडी है बिल्कुल। आप जब उनको इंक्लूड करना चाहेंगे तब वो आपको खेल के देंगे। तो ये जस्ट एक एक्सपेरिमेंट बेस मैंने मेरे हिसाब से टीम मैनेजमेंट ने ये राशिद सलाम को आज मौका देकर उनको एक टेस्ट दिया है। वो देखना चाहते हैं किस तरह के वो कर सकते हैं प्रदर्शन।
And if RCB bats first, then that means that Devdutt Padikkal will be starting in the 11, and any
Yeah.
of Rasak Salam or Bhuvneshwar Kumar will be coming in as impact player. I guess going into the next game. Let's
I
talk
think
about
Suyash
tomorrow's
might
game.
be impact.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry, Abhilash. Yeah, I think
exactly. Yeah,
Suyash
go ahead.
Sharma can be used as impact player in that case because I didn't see Suyash Sharma starting in this. Ideally, Suyash should be replaced with Bhuvneshwar Kumar in the 11 because as Eden
Exactly.
Gardens, they are going to be playing 7 matches at home. I don't think Suyash Sharma with his wrist spinning ability, he did. I mean, with the game that he had today, I didn't see that he did have good command over his length and line because he bowled it very short at the beginning and throughout the match he was leaking runs except for that one glorified delivery of Russell. So ideally Bhuvneshwar Kumar can come in place of Shuyash, but I don't know. I don't know why they've picked Bowie. I mean, they've rested Bowie. Maybe they've got the new ball options with Yash Dayal and Josh Hazelwood. Maybe they're looking at Rasik Dalar. I mean, Rasik Salam to bowl middle overs and the death overs. So that maybe that could have been tipped in favor of Rasik.
Yeah, and that one change in the KKR camp can be also seen under the scanner because Johnson was considered over Andrik Norkia today in the 11. Your take, Nimish. Andrik Norkia, he has the experience of playing in the subcontinent conditions more than Johnson, and he has went for around 31 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled. So, a dicey decision as far as I am concerned. Your take on that?
Uh, a bit of, Abhilash, I'll disagree with you here in this, because last year's performance, if you have noticed of Andrik Nortias, he was leaking runs, especially, and he was dropped from Delhi Capitals, and now he was picked by KKR, and I don't see that's a very strange decision by KKR. I was expecting it in the pre-match discussion. Also, when Vishnu asked me about four foreign players, I chose Spencer Johnson over Andrik Nortia, because last year when saw his bowling, he's a good bowler. He's a tactical bowler, I must say. And secondly, he bowls certain variations also, like slower balls, and the left arm, especially the left arm, comes into the X factor also. While having while bowling. So uh, I was not surprised by this decision by KKR. And secondly, he performed well for Gujarat Titans last year. And Andrik Nortia, if you see his performance when he started playing IPL, the first initial season when he started playing the IPL, that was the only season when I saw, like, he was having a real impact with his speed, and he was continuously taking wickets also for the team he was playing for. But after that, I haven't seen him performing consistently. So this is my take in this, Abhilash, to be to be frank.
Yeah, sure. Uh, Coming to tomorrow's game, two games in front of us. Sunrisers Hyderabad is taking on Rajasthan Royals in the evening at Hyderabad, whereas Chennai Super Kings will be taking on Mumbai Indians. So we will have a detailed preview for that. But a short brief about that game, Vishnu. Your take on SRH versus RR's game at Hyderabad. SRH's batting lineup is someone we all are looking forward to how they fire this season, and their first game is at Hyderabad, so they will be licking their lips to get onto the field tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunrisers will be starting in as favorites because the way they have, played, they set the brand for them. I mean, everyone to follow. They are the ones to, initiate, scoring heavily on the power play. Even in the first game of this season, both the sides took ownership of dealing sixes and dealing with the boundaries in the power play. If you see KKR scored heavily in the power play. Even for RCB, they scored heavily on power play. They decelerated post power play because the spinners and the slower bowlers came into effect. But power play being the crucial effect, and SRS brought in the trend. And them playing at the same conditions in Hyderabad, the flatter decks usually suit them well. And the impact of Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, and Ishan Kishan, their latest addition to the squad, it is going to have positive effect on it. And even in the practice matches, I heard Ishan Kishan was blistering knocks, like he was scoring around 300 strike rate and all. So it is going to be an exciting game tomorrow.
Yeah, it can be a redemption for Ishan Kishan as well, not just in the IPL but in the international cricket as well. He can bounce back. Ashish, your take on Riyan Parag will be captaining RR in the first three games. Aapka take us par? Because Sanju Samson, I think, as he has not been considered fit for the wicket keeping role, I think he will be coming in as impact player for RR. So your take, Ashish, on and Nimish, you both can give me your take on Riyan Parag as captain in the first three games of RR. How are you looking at it?
देखिए राजस्थान के लिए रियान पराग एज अ फ्रेश कैप्टन अभी मुझे उतना अच्छा ये डिसीजन लगा नहीं। टीम में उनके पास काफी अच्छे खिलाड़ी हैं जिनको ऊपर ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वो दे सकते हैं, लेकिन रियान पराग को अगर मैनेजमेंट बैक कर रहा है तो मे बी मैनेजमेंट को उनमें कुछ ऐसी खूबियां दिखती हैं कि मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगता है। मेरे हिसाब से तो उनके पास उतना ज्यादा इंटरनेशनल एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं है, और वो अभी उस तरह के बल्लेबाज, वो जो मिडिल ऑर्डर में और वो एज अ फिनिशर जो टीम के लिए बैटिंग करते हैं रियान पराग, तो उनके ऊपर एक कैप्टनसी का आपने दावेदारी दी है, तो देखना होगा कि किस तरह से ये चलता है आरआर के लिए, क्योंकि मैं इस पे बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हूँ कि ये आरआर के लिए काम करेगा। और उनकी देखना होगा आरआर किस तरह से इस मैच में खेलती है, क्योंकि रियान पराग के लिए भी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी भी कह सकते हैं कि उनको कैप्टनसी का रोल दिया है, तो किस तरह से अपने आप को एज अ प्लेयर भी दिखाते हैं मैच में, और एज अ कैप्टन भी उनका रोल जो रहेगा वो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो बिल्कुल एक टेस्ट है रियान पराग के लिए भी कल का मैच, क्योंकि संजू सैमसन जिस तरह से फिट नहीं है और उन्होंने रियान पराग का नाम लिया है कैप्टेंसी के लिए, तो काफी मैं आरआर के लिए का फेवरेट्स तो सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद ही है कल के मैच में, लेकिन आरआर के लिए एक काफी टेस्ट है कल के मैच में।
एग्जैक्टली एंड आरआर की आप लाइनअप की तरफ देखेंगे तो दे लैक लीडर्स इन देयर टीम. आई थिंक आफ्टर रियान पराग एनीवन हु they would have considered, they could have considered rather, is Nitish Rana, who has captained KKR as well.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
since
He
he is
has
a
got
new,
a very good
yeah,
experience, not only domestic but at IPL level, and he's playing continuously the T20 format all around. So Nitish Rana is a matured player and he is an experienced campaigner for this IPL.
exactly. The only thing that went against him, I feel, is that he is a new addition to the team, new addition to a franchisee, and Riyan Parag has been in the setup for quite some long time now, 6 to 7 years, and he had a terrific season. Riyan Parag has captained Assam and he has led them well. So, Nimish, your take on that? On
Uh,
what I said, Nitish Rana and Riyan Parag, as far as the captaincy position is concerned.
I absolutely agree with you, Abhilash, what you just said right now. I was going to say the same when you said that the only thing that didn't work against Nitish Rana was he's a new addition to the team. He has, and Riyan Parag, because he's experienced, he's having experience for playing Rajasthan. And my second reason, it might be, they might be preparing a backup for Sanju Samson. If they if his injury worsens, uh, Riyan Parag might be the one who will captain for the rest of the season also, if the situation persists. And secondly, another captain material I saw is Vanidu Hasaranga. He has captained Sri Lankan side also previously. But as you said, both the for both these players, the thing which never worked is that they haven't played for Rajasthan previously. And yeah, this is the reason why. And secondly, as I said, might be the reason is he is being looking after. Sorry, the Riyan Parag is being looking after for the long term vision for captaincy and a backup for Sanju Samson also. If his injury worsens, he might come into play for the captaincy then.
Yeah. Coming to the second game, Vishnu, it's MI versus CSK, a very, very big game as far as the context of the IPL is concerned, a very big rivalry, the two most successful franchisees in the IPL.
El
But to
Clasico.
begin with, yeah, El Clasico of the IPL, there are some concerns in the MI camp. Hardik Pandya will be missing out on the game due to that slow over rate offense that he
Yeah.
uh, made in the previous seasons, and even the absence of Jasprit Bumrah in the squad. So they are lacking two stalwarts in their team. So on paper, who is looking strong, Mumbai or CSK, and who has an upper hand going into the context of this match?
Honestly speaking, on paper, even without Hardik and Bumrah, MI is looking strong because they have Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar, Mitch Santner, and also if they want, they can play Mujibur Rahman considering the Chepa conditions. If you look at the batting, their batting looks daunting as well. Rohit Sharma, Ryan Rickelton, Will Jacks can also play if the combination allows you to. Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar, everybody this is a stalwart team on paper, but considering they're playing at Chepauk against Chennai, I put my money on CSK to win it because the spin trio of Ravichandran Ashwin, Jadeja, and Noor Ahmed will create a massive dent. If not a dent, they'll put a grip over the run rate also, because they are very hard to score runs against. And CSK knows how to win in their home conditions. So I would back CSK to win it. But on paper, MI is looking stronger.
Exactly. Chepauk has been a fortress for them. Coming to you, Ashish, Rachin Ravindra or Devon Conway, who are you seeing in the 11 of CSK tomorrow? Because I don't think they can include both of them. Any of either of Rachin Ravindra or Devon Conway will be making it to the 11. So your take, who should start in the big game against MI tomorrow?
देखिए रचिन रविंद्र बिल्कुल पहला ऑप्शन जो सीएसके मैनेजमेंट देख रहा है होगा तो वो रचिन रविंद्र ही हैं। और जिस तरह से रचिन रविंद्र का फॉर्म रहा है पूरा चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में, उनका वर्ल्ड कप में, उनका पास्ट जो भी वो क्रिकेट खेले हैं, रचिन रविंद्र एक बहुत ही प्रॉमिसिंग बल्लेबाज के रूप में भी नजर आए। और मिडिल ओवर्स में उन्होंने बॉलिंग का भी जो उनके अंदर टैलेंट है, स्पिन गेंदबाजी का, वो भी उन्होंने दिखाया है। तो बिल्कुल वो टी20 गेम में तो रचिन रविंद्र एक अच्छा इम्पैक्ट डालते हैं पूरी टीम में। टीम को जब जरूरत हो कि एक आध ओवर उनको करवाने की, तो बिल्कुल कैप्टन उनके पास जा सकते हैं और वो काफी अच्छी गेंदबाजी भी करते हैं। तो बिल्कुल डेवन कॉनवे के लिए एक एक्सपीरियंस होल्डर जरूर है डेवन कॉनवे, लेकिन टी20 गेम में उतना ज्यादा आपके पास टाइम है नहीं। आप 20 ओवर ही आप खेलेंगे, उसमें रचिन रविंद्र एक पूरा पैकेज है आपके पास, वो गेंदबाजी भी कर सकते हैं और एज अ ओपनर भी आपको रचिन रविंद्र एक ऑप्शन प्रदान करते हैं टीम के लिए। तो बिल्कुल यंगस्टर को देंगे मौका और रचिन रविंद्र को ही पहला प्रायोरिटी देंगे सीएसके।
Okay, coming to you, Vishnu, I want to know your point of view on this because uh, Devon Conway and Ruturaj Gaikwad as pair, when we talk about as pair, they had been successful for them in one season. But post that, Devon Conway suffered an injury in the previous season and missed out on the whole season. So, looking and keeping CSK camp and CSK team management in mind, do you think they can start with Ruturaj and Conway, or Rachin Ravindra can sneak into the team anyhow?
No, they will be starting Devon Conway ahead of Rachin. They might be thinking about starting them both because the form that Rachin is in, they might not, want to go. I mean, make it wasted. But if that's supposed to happen, maybe they have to drop either one of Sam or Patirana in the from the 11. But I don't see them dropping either of them. So I think they will be playing Conway ahead of Rahane. I mean, sorry, Rachin Ravindra, purely because they found success in Conway and Ruturaj at the top. And also, Ravindra is someone who's getting into the mold of T20 scheme of things because he's a very good 50 over player. Even in the ODI World Cup and the Champions Trophy, he's a very good 50 over player. He had a one full season in IPL where he contributed at the top for CSK, but he didn't have a consistent run at the top. He didn't have a very good season with the bat. But Conway, on the other hand, he is a good player of spin also. In Chepa conditions, you should be able to maneuver the spin bowlers as well. You should be able to have the capability to attack the spin bowlers at will. But looking that into mind and knowing the CSK management for a lot of years, they will be backing Conway to start ahead of Ravindra.
इवन रचिन रविंद्र
Coming
भी
to you,
स्पिन के एक अच्छे
yeah.
खिलाड़ी हैं। आप ऐसे रचिन रविंद्र भी स्पिन के एक अच्छे खिलाड़ी जाने जाते हैं। तो मे बी सीएसके मैनेजमेंट अभी रचिन रविंद्र के साथ में भी जाना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि डेवन कॉनवे उस तरह से टीम में कॉम्बिनेशन में सेट होंगे नहीं। एज अ प्योर आप बल्लेबाजी देखेंगे तो फिर भी टीम का मैनेजमेंट किस तरह से सोचता है और क्या उनकी कल की 11 रहेगी, तो वो लोग जब डिस्कस करेंगे तभी पता चलेगा। लेकिन हमारे
Exactly.
पॉइंट ऑफ हिसाब से तो हम लोग बिल्कुल डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, वो एक्यूरेट है।
If we see according to the form and the recent success in the subcontinent conditions, I think Rachin Ravindra has an upper hand. He had practiced with the CSK camp at Chepauk last year, and in the end, New Zealand went on to win that series 3-0. So, Rachin Ravindra, as far as the recent form is concerned, he definitely has an upper hand. Coming to you, Nimish, I want to know your thoughts on the CSK's middle order. It looks good on paper. Rahul Tripathi, Shivam Dubey, Vijay Shankar, Sam Curran, Ravindra Jadeja, MS Dhoni, like they have depth. But when we compare it to the other teams, I feel there is a void in the middle order. Your take on that, CSK's middle?
Yeah, except for Vijay Shankar, I guess the middle order is a promising one, Abhilash, I guess, because Shivam Dubey, he gives you quick runs. The Deepak, sorry, which Tripathi?
Rahul Tripathi.
Rahul Tripathi.
Rahul Tripathi. Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Hooda. These two players are both. ये दोनों player जो है स्पिन अच्छा खेलते हैं दोनों भी. And secondly, if you go with another batsman, I must I think uh, I guess Sam Curran will be included in the ball lineup because he's a ball. He will be considered as a bowling all rounder, and at places he might play a role of a pinch hitter. And I don't think Vijay Shankar might be able to make into the 11 because he's kind of a player which doesn't suit. I mean, I don't think T20 might suit his playing style. And if he clicks, he clicks. I Otherwise I don't see any consistency in his batting. If I have to choose any four player as per your question, it will be Rahul Tripathi, uh, Deepak Hooda, and Shivam Dubey, and Sam Curran as a middle order option. Middle order and lower middle order, both.
Okay, and one of them can come as an impact player if the team bats second, or let's see.
Yeah, as per
Coming,
their choice. As per their choice.
yeah, yeah. Coming back to you, Vishnu, I want to know your thought. MI has an option of including either Ryan Rickleton or Will Jacks. Who do you think has an upper hand going into the contest tomorrow?
I think Will Jack should be played because he gives the off spinning option as well. But if that to happen, Robin Mins should be playing as a wicket keeper. So that's a small conundrum that MI needs to figure out because Bolt, Santner will be starting for sure. If they are looking at Mujib to play in the 11, I mean, if Mujib is not considered for playing, I can see both Ryan Rickleton and Will Jacks playing in the 11 also because the
So,
3 overs of spin from Mujib can easily be provided from Will Jacks because he has the ability to bowl in the new ball because Mujib also does the same role. Will Jacks is also a canny bowler. He bowls very good line and length with the new ball. Also around the globe, he bowls very good with the new ball. He's an off spinner as well. So I see
yeah,
both of
and
them
that
playing,
would
but let's see.
yeah, and that would mean that MI will have a lefty righty combination at the top with Ryan Rickleton and Rohit Sharma, and Will Jacks can bat well in the middle order. So let's join tomorrow in the pre-match show of the afternoon game. We will talk about it in detail, SRH versus RR and MI CSK. Thank you all for joining in. Let's meet tomorrow. And
Yeah.
thank you to the viewers who joined in. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.